Maybe I should do one of these little numbers. Today we're going to be talking about all the books that I want to read in August. Never officially done a TBR before because I'm a mood reader. I like to just read kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. I have been looking at my shelves lately. I need to actually read the books that I own instead of continuing to buy ebooks. 90% of these are fantasy, but there are a couple mixed in that are contemporary or mystery. The first book that I want to read was kind of inspired by Cat, Paperback Dreams, because I read the first book in this series, didn't really want to continue, but I had the other two books on my shelf, so I was like, damn it, I'm gonna do it. Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I have a lot of issues with her books because I don't like the characters that she writes. Love the plots, love the world building, but I just am not a huge fan of her characterization. The guys are always like soft boys. The women are always like, I'm a badass Slytherin. Can't get behind that. Like, let's get some more character traits up in this bitch. The first book was okay, so I'm hoping that I actually like this one, and I'm hoping that I'd like the third one even more. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping I have some sort of revelation. Pray for me. Okay, the second book is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Backstory with this, I've read 2 or 3 of Maureen Johnson's previous books, didn't love any of them. I was back in like middle school or high school. Hopefully she's come a long way and I'll actually enjoy this one. It is a mystery set at a boarding school. The founder of the boarding school disappeared a really long time ago with his wife and children, and a girl who's like, she's playing True Detective or whatever, wants to figure out who done it. The person left a note behind and called themselves Truly Devious, and she wants to find out the identity of Truly Devious. Apparently it's a series, so I'm not sure if we're actually gonna get a fully solved answer to this, but I'm hoping we do, and I'm hoping that this is actually good. This is one of the 2 mysteries I have on my list. Okay, the next book is one that like I feel like everybody talks about. Everybody says that you need to read, and it's so amazing, and everybody's 5 stars and shit. It's Never Night by J. Kristoff. I've read about this much of it, so not very much. So far I really like it, I think. It's essentially about a girl who is training to be an assassin so she can avenge the death of her mother and father who have been murdered by this regime. The world kind of reminds me of like ancient Greece or Rome or something like that. I'm into it. I think it's pretty good. The only thing that I'm really not like here for, the chunks down here are all footnotes. It kind of takes away from the reading experience and like the fluency of the experience. They're fun, but they're also kind of a lot. I'm hoping to finish it this month because otherwise I'll never finish it, and I won't finish the sequel that I also have on my shelves. I really need to stop buying the sequels to books before I read the first one, but anyway. Okay, this is the second and final mystery that I have on my list. It is The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro. It is a Sherlock Holmes retelling. This version, Sherlock and Watson are real people, and they have descendants who these books are about. Holmes in this story is actually a female named Charlotte, and the male is Jamie Watson. I really enjoyed the first book. I thought it was really good. I'm pretty sure I give it like a 4 star. This one I'm about halfway done with. Yeah, it is pretty good so far, but a little bit angsty. We've got the entry of an old love interest. I'm not really here for it. I just kind of want my ship to sail, and also the mystery in this one's just not as good in my personal opinion. Like the setting of like fun boarding school mystery angst. This one doesn't have that. It's just we're in London, we're chasing bad guys. Art thief, don't care. This next one is an arc called Foundry Set by Robert Jackson Bennett. It's about a thief named Sansia. She is supposed to be stealing some sort of artifact for one of the merchant houses, I think. Something like that. I don't actually know that much about it. I think it's fantasy. I'm not even really sure, but it's coming out in August and I wanted to read it before it comes out so I could recommend or not recommend this to you guys. I got this from Crown Publishing and the cover is absolutely gorgeous. Brown cow stunning. Excited for it. Okay, the next book. This was kind of a cover impulse purchase, but I still really want to read this for some reason. It's kind of like a heist ebook, sort of compared to like Six of Crows. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foodie. Don't know much about this book except for this girl, her mother goes missing, and this guy is trying to get out of his like shystery ways, and they team up to do something and go to the City of Sin, which is not Vegas because this is fantasy. Anyway, excited to read this. I heard that there's maybe bisexual rap in here, so I'm kind of excited for that. We love a diverse read. So the next books. They are about fae characters. I'm just not very excited about this one. I've been reading this since November. It's August, so it's been almost a year since I started this. I'm only halfway done, and it is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. I don't have the first 2 books in the series, but I have all the other ones in hardback because I was like, I'm gonna love these just like I loved ACOTAR. I think I'm just getting too old for this series. I picked it up halfway in, and I'm just kind of like whatever about it. I don't want to explain what this is about. Go look it up on Goodreads. It's way too thick. It's not good, and I don't enjoy it, but I'm going to finish it this month because I feel like I've come too far, fought so hard, and in the end it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna finish this fucking book. Mark my words. Now for some non-disappointing fae tales. I love this author, and I really liked The Cruel Prince, and I just really wanted something to tide me over before Wicked King comes out. I picked up these books that I have read before, but haven't read in a really, really long time, literally since middle school, and that is Tithe, Ironside, and Valiant by Holly Black. I remember these being some of my favorite books in middle school. Like I said, really enjoyed The Cruel Prince. And these actually do tie into The Cruel Prince. If you did not know that, you should know if you want to tide yourself over, you should give these a try. I'm hoping that I enjoyed them as much as I did in middle school. Probably won't, but fingers crossed that I do. They're really short. Empire of Storms, and this is Ironside. It's like half the size. Font is like freaking massive, so I'm thinking this will only take me like a day or two to read. And then the last book that I'm gonna read, I don't have in my possession, but I'm really excited about it, is an ARC from Simon Teen, and that is Drive by Neil Shusterman. I read Scythe earlier this year. It was really, really good, and I read Unwind back in high school and really enjoyed that. I like how he takes a dystopian approach to kind of like modern issues or issues into a dystopian novel. This one's supposed to be about the California drought. I don't know much else about it except for it's Neil Shusterman, and I'm probably gonna like it. That is all of the books that I have on my TBR for this month. Follow me on Goodreads, and leave a comment below if you enjoyed this video or if you want to see other things from me in the future. Thanks!